Welcome to the 2021 Junior Olympic Sailing Festival Skippers Meeting Competitor Briefing. I'd like to start by thanking a few people and remind everybody this is the official competitor briefing. I want to thank the Santa Barbara Yacht Club, the Santa Barbara Youth Sailing Foundation, U.S. Sailing, and all of our race committee, and especially our volunteers onshore are just as important, if not more so. And Eric Stocky, our regatta chair, is a great guy. I hope you get to see him around. He'll be working the Marquette boats this weekend. I want to start by going through where to find kind of everything that you need to find. So we're going to go here. Okay, so here is the Junior Olympic event site. So it's sbyc.org/junior-olympics. You go here and you're going to find everything you need in this kind of section. There's little pluses here. You click on them, it expands. It's got your notice of race, your sailing instructions, onshore staging, racing area, etc. What's important, I think, when you're first arriving is where do I go? So I'm going to open onshore staging to kind of show you the area we're actually operating in, and it's over by the harbor launch ramp, which is not near the yacht club. We're going to have all the boats and trailers and dollies back here, and any coach boat trailers can go in any of these three rows. The single vehicles can be parked in white stalls. As you can see, there's white stalls here with single vehicles, and then the yellow stalls are for trailers or cars that are attached to trailers. So it can be a trailer by itself, it can be a trailer with boat, not with boat, it can be attached to a car. Doesn't have to be attached to a car, but a single car will be ticketed in any of these yellow stalls. Okay, where is this area? So I'm driving in and I'm a parent. So look at the harbor map. It's a little bit confusing. So you're coming from probably Garden Street, okay? And here you can see Stearns Wharf. You're passing Stearns Wharf here, and then you go like this and you come all the way down. You say, okay, I'm going to the Santa Barbara Yacht Club's event. So you turn left on Harbor Way thinking I'm going to Santa Barbara Yacht Club. Santa Barbara Yacht Club is down here. You're actually going to turn left on Harbor Way and take your first immediate left into, there's like a little gate kiosk with an attendant there. And you're going to grab your parking ticket for the weekend, and you're going to cruise all the way down the waterfront until you get to this launch ramp area, and that's where all of this is. Okay, so I'm just going to review that. You're going along Cabrillo, I think at Cabrillo Boulevard, turns into Shoreline Drive. You take a left on Harbor Way, take your first left. When you see that little kiosk, it's right away, pretty much like maybe 100 feet past that turn. If you go down here, there is a spot you can turn around right here, or you can go around this building and turn back and come back and go this way. But the yacht club isn't where any of this is. We don't have any launching facilities down here. So unfortunately, we'll be down here for better or worse, and there's launch ramps down there. So let's go ahead and zoom in there. Again, once you're here, boats and dollies back here, and your trailers for your boats, coach boat trailers, and you can go in any of the yellow stalls. White stalls are for single vehicles. Our check-in table is over here. This is where we would normally host our competitor briefing. We're doing it online because we found this to be more useful, not from a COVID perspective. This is actually just because it's more useful for you to know this information prior to parking your cars. And that's where this check-in table will be, where you'll go at 10 a.m. on Friday morning to get your, Yeti take-home gifts for the competitors, as well as your dinner tickets, as well as your sailing instruction packet, etc. But essentially, that's what that's for. Additionally, we're very fortunate to have an incredible parent base that's put together breakfast for each day, like bagels, fruit, and coffee and juice that will be available over there as well each morning, probably about like a couple hours in advance of going out. So, when you show up to rig, you can cruise over there, grab some bagels or some juice or something. Okay, let's see, a couple of notes. You want to make sure that you check in here to get your stuff, your sailing instructions, whatever, but that is not your check-in to go on the water. Each day, we have a separate check-in that you must fill out by 11 a.m. This check-in allows us to do a couple of things. One is to know you're going out. So instead of us trying to catch you at the launch ramp, and we try to do it that way, This is you saying, I'm going out today, and you're telling us you're going out. And if you are going out and then don't show up on the water, we're going to call your coach and say, where's your kid at? Or we're going to call your parents, say, where are they? Did they not go out? So the expectation is that you check in online via this form. This link is on the attachment A. It is also going to be listed in this regatta documents. It'll be listed here as well. And it's listed in the notice of race. When you click on it, it's just a Google form. It says, what day is it? If you have any, second reason we're doing this is if you have a sale number change. So instead of trying to like track down the PRO, you can just be like, boom, we're sailing with different sail today. And that can be for numerous reasons. Equipment changes really should be checked with, but like generally speaking, a sail number change is not a huge deal. Like if you rip your sail or something's wrong with it or something. So anywho, that's what you're going to do by 11 a.m. each day is check in online. And that is your sign in to say, I'm going sailing today. So all 3 days you have to do that. Okay. After you've checked yourself in online, you're rigging your boat. Make sure we're keeping these lanes clear for traffic to flow. That means no walking around or rigging in these lanes. You can rig in this back row here. If your boats start creeping out, our parking attendant, launch ramp attendant will ask you to move them back. You can spread out into these rows, but it's preferred that we try to stay back here. There should be plenty of room for the amount of boats we have. If you're having competitor meetings with your students, you want to talk to your sailors about something, there's a lot of beach, there's a lot of sidewalk, there's a lot of area to have meetings that doesn't have to be the roadway. So keep the roadway clear, please. When it comes time to launch boats, please do not create a line of boats through these roadways, so we keep them clear. You can go ahead and see these boats launch, and then they're going to get down here, and then we expect you to take your dolly all the way back to the yellow area there. And then the next boats can come down and go, and we're going to let people sort that out. We have a launch ramp attendant that can sort of help, but we're not going to direct traffic that much. We're just going to say, hey, why don't you guys wait? Seems like the launch ramp's pretty crowded right now. So just take your time. Nobody's going to start, I'm not going to say like we wouldn't start without a boat that was sitting there by itself forever. But, if it's a crowd at the launch ramp and that's the issue, we want competitors to be out there on the race course. So don't stress out, take your time. When you're launching, this area is cement launch ramp. At low tide, it is exceptionally slippery. Please go slow and small steps and be careful. It's not that bad at high tide, but at low tide, there's some algae growth and things like that can be slippery. So please be careful. Okay, I think, oh yeah, one more thing. We launched from the eastmost 2 ramps. These ramps we are going to keep open for boating traffic and fishing traffic, etc. So we'll launch from here and here. And there's actually, I believe, another dinghy dock here now too, if I'm correct. So there's like plenty of space to launch, usually no big deal. All right, on to the coaches. Coach boat trailers can be stored in any of the yellow rows. I'd ask that you don't put them in the back row because, we can keep that space for the students and their sailing for the sailors and stuff. So anyway, put your coach boat trailers here. At the end of the day, you can either haul your coach boat out and put it on a trailer. That could be easier or an option if you don't like the option we have for storing your boats in the water. So let's go through how to store your boats in the water. This is our harbor map. And when you come in at the end of the day from sailing, your sailors will go over here and they will pull out. There is a hose right here that will have a volunteer stationed at with pumping quarters into it. So you can rinse your boats off and take them back here. The coach boats will guide their sailors in and then can come and bring them over here to the Santa Barbara Youth Sailing Foundation dock, which is right here. So it's going to be your first left after kind of Sandspit, and there's like the dredger thing here with a bunch of pelicans on it. You're going to go around that and then take this left turn down this roadway to here. The unfortunate thing about this is it's about a 6 or 7 minute walk back over here if your car is parked over there or you want to go talk to your students, but that's the option we have available. In the past, we have used the UCSB dock. It is not available to us anymore, and that is for numerous reasons I won't go into, but it isn't available at all. Please do not put your boats there. It is not allowed to be having our boats there. Okay, so you can put your boats at the Youth Foundation dock. The reason we did that is we are fortunate enough on NTID, we gave away our coach boat storage over here, which is about the same walk, if not further. We gave that away to a spectator boat called Venture. And we want to thank the owner of Venture and our captain, Andrew Campbell, who's offered to take out parents and spectators all 3 days. There's a limit on that. So if you want to go on that spectator boat, which is option A, to go watch the racing, email campbellmarine@live.com. That's Camp Bell, so CAMPBELL, marine@live.com, and request to go on the boat 1 or 2 or 3 days. The second option we have is over here at the Santa Barbara Yacht Club. We'll have a little spectating area set up right in front of the yacht club where you can, order drinks from the Palapa bar and put your feet in the sand and order some food, which is probably just as attractive as going on that boat, to be honest. So 2 great spectating options. We imagine that we'll be able to see the racing just fine from both those locations. And so just keep that in mind. All right, back to this. Actually, we're gonna go to this. Bathrooms are located, going to this one, I'm sorry, switching back and forth. You got bathrooms located right here at the Sea Landing building, bathrooms located right here at a marina facility. So again, you're right here. These are not long walks. There's trash receptacles all the way around. Please ask very kindly, make sure you do not leave trash on the ground. It's a big deal to me personally and to our community. Make sure you throw the trash away. Let's see here. For those who want to, like I mentioned, for spectators, the Santa Barbara Yacht Club is open to our regatta guests. We're not even open to reciprocals yet because we are renovating. So there's only outdoor right now, just as a heads up. There's indoor bathrooms, indoor lobby, but our upstairs is being renovated. So that's the bulk of our club. And therefore, we have a lot of beach chairs and things like that set up. It's quite pleasant, honestly. And we have a Palapa bar that's nice and kind of makes you feel like you're in Hawaii. So come check it out. You can order drinks and food there if you want to come by and check it out. I think I hit most of that stuff there. Let's see. So let's talk about some actual regatta stuff. It's very important. So again, this is where our notices and regatta documents are going to be. 2 things that you'll see pop up on here is an online protest form and your online daily check-in form. I don't have those links yet, but they will be here. And then this is where notices will go. So if you say, well, what race course location are we going to go to? So if you look at attachment B, there's 4 racing areas, and we thought we were going to use 2 loops. We only have 2 fleets, so we're only going to use 1 loop. And most likely it'll probably be, if the breeze is from a prevailing direction, racing area 1 or 2. That being said, under notices, you'll see race course location July 16th, 2021 equals, and there's a blank spot. I'll let you know tomorrow morning what location we're going to right here. So that'll be posted before 10:30 a.m. and that will be posted each day before 10:30 a.m. to let you know what race course location we're at. As far as protests go, there's an online protest form. It is listed in the sailing instructions, so I'll just pull it up to show you. Protests are available online via this form. And it's just like the U.S. Sailing protest form, except for it's online. So you fill this out, click next, go through the process. And that will update me immediately as PRO that we have protests and that we need to have our jury ready to rock. That being said, there'll be an online protest form, and those protest hearings, protest filing deadline will be posted here at the end of the day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it will say after that protest filing deadline is hit, whether there are any protests or not and who they are between. At that point, we'll get in touch with competitors and say, okay, we're planning on hearing this protest at this time at this location. So that's where all of the protest hearing stuff will be posted. And there's notices that are not protest hearing notices. Okay, once again, for those who are wondering, race course areas, we are only going to do 1 loop. It could be any 4 of these locations. Usually if we're doing a west-southwest breeze, it's going to be one of racing area 1 or 2. If it's an east breeze, it'll be racing area 3 or 4. Typically in the summer, we're going to use racing area 1 or 2 if the breeze is from a prevailing direction. And it all kind of depends. I can't really say what it's going to be till tomorrow when I post it. I think I've touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. I do want to make sure that everybody knows from a dinner perspective, that we have a really great dinner set up with tri-tip sandwiches and fried chicken on Saturday night. We would love for you to come by. One of the things that always deters people from coming by to our dinners is that it's far away from where you park. So the goal is to try to get you off the water early enough Saturday to get back to your hotel and then cruise on back. And when you come in, you can just turn into that kiosk and park right in this area. It's a short walk, maybe 2.5 minutes to the Santa Barbara Yacht Club Beach, where we'll, like I said, have tri-tip sandwiches and fried chicken. And it's quite a good menu that they've set up for you. And we're really hoping you join us for that event. There's 2 dinners included in every registrant's packet. And if you would like to join in, you aren't one of the competitors, it's a $20 all-inclusive for dinner. So that means there's no tax or tip on top of that. That includes tax and tip, et cetera. So it's $20 out the door. And I think it's a good deal by Santa Barbara standards. So Friday night, we'll have, you can go out, eat out in the town if you want, check out Santa Barbara downtown. Saturday, hopefully you join us for dinner. After racing on Friday and Sunday, we will have snacks at the launch ramp, by the way. So probably Friday pizza, Sunday burritos. So it'll be a little snack for the racers as they get off. We're not having a snack after racing on Saturday, so hopefully come over and join us for dinner. Saturday dinner RSVP, if you're willing to just click this link and tell us how many you think are coming. That'll help our staff. And coach registration is required. There's no fees. We just want to know how to get in touch with you if we need to. We'll be on channel 71 communicating with our race committee and hopefully the coaches as well, should there be any need to call in some coaches to help. The other comments I'll make is to try to make sure from a coaching perspective that you stay outside the racing area. It's 100 yards, I believe, is what the ceiling instructions state, but you're all very smart. I'm not concerned about it unless I become concerned about it. So, stay out of the racing area, try not to cast big wakes, try to keep it mellow for our boats as they compete here, and make sure that they have the best race course they can have. One other comment I just remembered is our race committee signal boat is a 34-foot sport fisher, I believe. It should be fairly obvious. You're going to see a bunch of yacht club whalers around it with marks that are inflated. So it should be pretty easy to find. We have a first warning signal of 1 o'clock on Friday and a first warning signal of 12:30 on Saturday and Sunday. And there's reasons for that. We want to make sure people have a little extra time to get up on Friday and get settled in if they're coming up Friday morning. I think that's it. If there are any questions, please email them to racing@sbyc.org, or you can call me or text me on my cell phone, which is 310-850-5213. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Brad Schoppeter. I'm your PRO and the race director for the Santa Barbara Yacht Club. I'm really looking forward to hosting this event. Thank you so much to the parents, coaches, and everybody who made this possible. It is incredibly appreciated. I understand the sacrifices people made to be here this weekend. So truly, we appreciate it. Thank you. We hope you have a wonderful stay in Santa Barbara and enjoy it immensely. And we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Remember, check in for your Yeti, your sailing instruction dinner tickets at 10 o'clock on Friday, and check in online if you're going out on the water every day, 11 o'clock before 11 o'clock via that Google form. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you this weekend. Good luck to all our competitors, and thank you so much to all our volunteers.